now that you've reset the profile in the first of the two resetting videos, I want you to set those two status bars that I have you turned on, polar tracking and running object snaps, to the appropriate settings. Think of all these buttons and displays like the dashboard of your car. You can have the headlights on, but not know whether they're set to high beams or low beams. Your radio can be on, but there's all sorts of settings for your radio that can be loud, soft, station, anything. So these two buttons, like nearly all buttons, have settings to them besides an on-off status. On polar tracking, looks like a little clock. Click on this downward triangle with your left mouse and set it to 45 degrees. To confirm I just set it to 45 degrees, I'll click on the white triangle, and there, 45 degrees is selected. This will snap your lines into perfect 45, 90, 135, 180 degree diagonal or horizontal vertical lines. If you deviate, if you move your cursor, you can break free of that magnetic polar tracking guide. But I think you'll find it very, very handy to take advantage of polar tracking, especially for architecture, floor plan type work, where things are all horizontal and vertical, and a few things are at 45 degrees. So set polar tracking here to 45 degrees. The running object snaps you can set much the same way. As shipped in AutoCAD, they want you to use the new ones intersection that AutoCAD thinks is the reason you got to upgrade. But I highly recommend setting endpoint, turn on midpoint, center, quadrant, and intersection, turn off extension. So only these 5 running objects should be turned on. That way, if you're searching for a point and your cursor's near an endpoint, the endpoint will highlight. If your cursor's near a midpoint, the midpoint will highlight. Center, quadrant, that's top, bottom, right, left of a circle. These are like homing devices. Whenever your command area says select point, next, first, whatever, select some point, it'll home in on these based on where your cursor is in your drawing. Okay, again, end point, midpoint, center, quadrant, and intersection. Later on, we'll learn how to use perpendicular, tangent, nearest, a few of these one of rarely used ones with an O-snap override, but most of your drawing, you'll appreciate having the support of these 5 running object snaps, homing devices to find existing points on geometry. That's about it. I hope this resolves what confusion your AutoCAD has and the differences from your instructor. See you next video.